All right. We are here. We are live, and there we go. Let's get ready to get the show started. Let's get the show started. Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy King Bean, and welcome back to another show, another video, and a brand new episode. And of course, you're now rocking with the best. Word up. Shout out to everybody who came out and checked out my last video. If you didn't, the link might not be in the description right now, but it might be in there later. Go check it out. So what's up? How's everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody's doing well tonight. Hope everybody had a good time, man. I enjoyed my birthday week last week. It was kind of up and down, but it was pretty good. I got a chance to spend some time with an old friend this weekend. Hung out with my man Smash. We kind of reminisced and caught up this weekend, so that was fun. So shout out to you, Smash. What up, homie? What up? What up? What up? And it's been okay. But today has been a Monday. I'm kind of going through my day real quick. If you don't mind, just indulge me just a little bit before we get into everything. Man, today it was like any other day. I went on my little treatment, got my treatment done. Got there mad early in the morning. I had to be there like at 6 o'clock this morning. Got off there, left early. Got there to leave early. Went to go pay my water bill like a responsible, tax-paying American. I go up there to go pay my water bill. I was like, yo, ain't gonna be that much money. It's about the same every month. No, it wasn't. Not this month. Not this month. This month, it was double. And I was freaking out. I was like, yo, what are you talking about? I know I paid y'all last month. I don't be late on my bills like that. What's up? They said, you probably got a leak, but you probably got a leak there. I said, okay, I probably got a leak. So they sent a check by. Couldn't find I had a leak. So had left a message for the landlord to come by, see if he can come by this week and fix that leak so I won't be paying double on my light bill, man. Well, not my light bill, but on my water bill. Things have just been crazy hectic. So anyway, man, just shooting the breeze real quick. So anyway, what I want to do is get into this topic. I want to talk about the Xbox, man. And the reason why I want to talk about the Xbox, I guess you say, Bean, you talk about the Xbox all the time. I talk about them again because why not? They're a hot topic right now. I'm gonna talk about God of War a little bit later. But the reason why I want to talk about the Xbox right now, and the reason why I want to get into the Xbox right now, because I was listening, trying to move this mic, trying to adjust it, so forgive that noise. I was listening to my favorite YouTuber, which y'all already know is Crap Gamer. Crap Gamer is my favorite YouTuber. Guy was on his YouTube thing, and he had a YouTube video up that he posted sometime this week. You know, he posts about I don't know 300-400 videos a day. Let me stop playing about 3 or 4 videos a day for real. That's real talk. Hold on. And so, in one of his videos that he had, he was talking about how X to make them a better company, basically in a nutshell, that they need games. They need games to make it worthwhile to play the Xbox, right? And I sat there and I posted something on this thing because usually when I post on his video, Crap spent a whole year and a half, 18 months talking about the power of the Xbox One X, saying that how this going to change the gaming industry, how it's going to flip everything on its head, how it's going to catch up to the PlayStation, which is damn near impossible to catch up in sales, right? But the Xbox is not doing bad as a company. They're really ahead of the 360 of last year. But he also said, for all you guys who left Xbox for PlayStation, don't come back to the Xbox. We're not going to welcome you in. You can't come back and play our video games. Don't come back to the X. We're not going to welcome you in. You went over to the enemy side, which is really funny because basically we all gamers. We don't work for Sony or Microsoft, but hey, but that's what he said. So when the Xbox X did come out, and it finally did come out, and of course it did lead in sales as far as the hardware. I think it was November and December, if I'm not mistaken. They might have split with the Nintendo Switch, which is doing great. And it doesn't have all that power like the Xbox or the PlayStation, but it's doing great. But when that came out, and he was touting his chest and touting PUBG, and spitting his facts that he loves to spit, his slanted facts from his propaganda piece, right? So he's saying all that. And now we get up here to April. The only big release that came out for the Xbox One X, other than enhanced versions of games, has been Sea of Thieves. And as you know, like I know, I didn't play it. I'm here to tell you right now, I've never played it, but I've seen the reviews for it. I hear what the consensus view of Sea of Thieves. It says it's a good game. It's not a great game. It's a good game, but not a great game. It's not a game that's going to keep most players' attention. Now, when you say that, when we say that to them, they say we just hating on the game because the game is great. It's almost like they're trying to justify that the game is great. It's like it's on the level of a game that's coming out this week, God of War, when it's not. The damage control is real. It's real. The damage control out there in the Xbox gaming community is real from the fact that Sea of Thieves is just a mediocre game, which is par for the course when it comes to Microsoft games as of late. They've all been mediocre. ReCore was mediocre. What's the game you travel in time and all that? It looked pretty cool. I thought it was going to be a blockbuster, but I never played it. But they said, hey, the game was mediocre. Meanwhile, on Sony's side, they're putting out hit after hit after hit after hit. There's so many good games coming out for Sony that you're like, this is ridiculous. How you gonna have time to play it all? From Horizon Zero Dawn, Nier Automata, and I ain't talking about they ain't all. I know they're not true. Some of them not true exclusives when you could play them on the PC as well. But still, you playing them on your PlayStation. Some of them I think they might be coming to Xbox finally, but for the most part, they've been on PlayStation. You know, you have Bloodborne, you've had Uncharted, you had the other Uncharted game that came out with the two females. You had hit after hit on PlayStation. Now you got God of War coming out. This is something that the fans are excited for. If you're a primary PlayStation fan, you are excited to play this. And now, what do you have on Microsoft? What is there to have on Microsoft? I mean, really, what are you looking for? See, Microsoft, the 360 era was so good. It was so good. I love the 360 era. I love my Xbox 360. I loved it. I loved it. I miss games. I missed those blockbuster games. You know, I played Halo 3. I loved Halo 3. A lot of people who were Halo fans say Halo 3 wasn't the best Halo in the group, but I enjoyed it. That was my first time really into Halo. I played Halo 2, didn't like it that much, but that's me because I wasn't used to first-person shooters. I know that sounds crazy. That sounds real crazy, but hey, I played games for about 30 years. I really didn't like first-person shooters at the time. But Halo 3 was a good game. I love the Gears of War series, but I was done with it after 3. You know, I really was done with it after 2. I finished 3 just to finish the story because I had already invested that time in there. And you remember that moment. Do you remember that moment in Gears of War 3 when Dom died? Yo, spoiler alert. That was an epic moment in gaming and storytelling because you built a relationship with that story, and the game was fun too as well. It was new, different, and innovative. You know, Microsoft has done some great things. Like I said, Halo was fantastic. Halo 3 was fantastic. I enjoyed it. The game after Halo that came out, I don't remember the name of it, but it was great. It was great because I remember when you went through it and it kind of showed where these Spartans, where you played the Spartan, he ended up dying at the end. Another spoiler alert. That was another great game. That was another great game. Like I said, the 360 era was great for gaming. I mean, Microsoft did a lot of great things when introducing the Xbox Live and putting in Hulu and all that other stuff in there, the extra features that you have for your gaming box, but it's primarily gaming box. But the thing that helped sell the Xbox 360 were the games. The best version of all the games were on the 360 if they was multi-plat. Now PlayStation's caught up with that. I know a lot of people were saying that best play to play multiplayer games now it's on the Xbox. Is it really? I don't know. Me and my man Smash talked about it. And Smash was saying, he said, you know, when you play Overwatch, you could tell the difference between the 360 and the PlayStation version online. I don't know. I couldn't tell it, to be honest with you. I just couldn't. But he did. He saw it. Maybe y'all see it. But I don't know. But I primarily now game on my PlayStation. I don't really play. I hadn't turned on my Xbox in about a year because Microsoft ain't really give me a reason to turn my Xbox on. Really. And I'm not doing it just to say, hey, I ain't turning it on just for show or just telling you guys that just for show. But I feel that Microsoft hasn't given me a reason to say, hey, I need to get this game, and only Microsoft can give me this game, only can give me this experience. But when I throw in that PlayStation and playing, you're getting the rag for these single player games. But when I throw in Horizon Zero Dawn, I play Neo Automata or Neo or something like that. But I don't play Neo. But if I did, it's there. I know I need to get it on this PlayStation. I have to get it on this PlayStation. I went and got Dragon Ball Z Fighters and Assassin's Creed. Well, they're multiplats. You know why? Got them on my PlayStation. I still have more friends on my Xbox than I do my PlayStation, but I prefer to play my PlayStation over my Xbox, and that's ridiculous. It's ridiculous because I think Microsoft deserve the fan base deserve better, man. They really do. Yes, the fan but the sad thing about it, I can tell you that because I'm a free agent when it comes to game. It doesn't matter what year it is. It doesn't matter what year it is. I'm going whatever console that I choose to play on. That's the console I'm going to play on. Which one I think is the best one I'm going to play with. As I stated before, I chose the Xbox first in the beginning of this generation over the PlayStation because the Xbox was so much better. In the beginning, first couple of years, there was no games out for either consoles really. But I stuck with the Xbox because where most of my friends were at. But when I tried the PlayStation and played that Uncharted stuff, I was like, yo, this stuff is way better than what I'm getting on the Xbox. I've been playing the multiplayer, Titanfall 2. I was balling out on that for a long time. PlayStation. I didn't go back. Once I got that PlayStation, I didn't go back. I didn't really look back. I keep my Xbox Live on because I share my games with my nephew. But people act like if you're an Xbox fan base and you really love Xbox, that it is wrong to ask Microsoft for more. I said, for all these years, you've been asking Microsoft to give you power, to make it more powerful than the PlayStation. And you got what you asked for. You guys that were screaming on Twitter, that's what they're screaming all over the place, and you got it. You got the most powerful console that's ever been made. And when you put them up against the PlayStation Pro, when you see it, my cousin has an Xbox One. I don't have one. I played it on his 4K television. He's got a beautiful 4K television. He's got I think it's about 65-inch, 70-inch Samsung. He's got the Xbox One X. I think we was playing Madden on it. I mean, it's gorgeous. And we played Killer Instinct. It was gorgeous. But after all of that, then what? Then what? What is there for me to play? I mean, it looks great. It looks fantastic. It looks beautiful in that 4K. But what's the reason for me to go out here and say I'm going to spend extra $500 on this Xbox One X? Just to make my old games look good? The backwards compatibility is a great tool for Microsoft. It's great customer service for Microsoft. The only reason we got it is because they're falling so far behind the sales behind PlayStation. I think they're moving the genre forward, the way we play games forward by doing this Game Pass thing. That's going to be the future, and I'm glad they're on the ground floor. And that's great. That's innovative. I think that's going to be a great thing. But what do they give you for games? What do they give you? Think about this right now. You got the Xbox One X, right? If you own the Xbox One X. Like I said before, when I made that comment in Crap's video, the guy told me, he said, man, I feel like I got ripped off for spending $500 on this system because I ain't got nothing to play. I think that's why people defend the Sea of Thieves and other games like that, because you spent a lot of money. Some people have spent more than $1,500 to $2,000. Like Next Gen said, he spent $2,000 on consoles this generation from buying all these different Xboxes. And what he got to show for it? What he got that he really want to play on it? But when that guy told me that, again, when he said he felt like he lost $500, he got gypped out of that. I'm sorry if that's, politically incorrect to say somebody got gypped, but it bugs me out. It bugs me out. He felt like he got ripped off by Microsoft for doing it. I'm wondering how many of you people who have bought an Xbox One X feel like you got ripped off. Because not saying that the power wasn't there. They did say this is for somebody who wants to play the best version of the games you play on our console. They did say that. But imagine this. If the Xbox One X came out, right? The Xbox One X comes out. It drops in November. Got PUBG on there. You know, that was pretty much touted. Now it's kind of dying off. But it's pretty much touted. Could you imagine if Scalebound would have came out in January or February to show off the power of the Xbox One X instead of them promoting Sea of Thieves? Could you imagine what Scalebound? Because I was excited about Scalebound. Scalebound looked like it was going to be different. It looked like it was going to be fun, and it was only exclusive to Microsoft. That was one of those games I was like, "Yo, that's a must-have game. I got to get this game." Could you imagine if they had a Halo come with this, or I ain't even said Gears of War, but another Gears of War with this console to show off the power? They don't even look like that's down the pipeline for this year. For this year, maybe it might be coming in 2019. Maybe that's something they're going to announce at E3. And that's another thing. Got to wait till E3. And I hear Xbox fans saying this now when I listen to their podcast and when I listen to their videos. Microsoft, this is the last chance we're going to give Microsoft. If they don't come up with something big this time, I'm done with them. Really, they've been doing the same crap for the past 4 or 5 years. So now this is the last chance. This is the last straw that you're giving them now. I remember when PlayStation was getting a lot of flack for not having any games or showing games that wasn't gonna be out. You know, they wasn't going to be out at any time soon. You're going to have to wait to play it. They say greatness awaits and laugh. Guess what? The waiting time's over. They've been dropping games every year, classic games every year. And you got another gem on your hands right now that's coming exclusive to PlayStation. Is God of War. Then in a couple months, or next month, you got Detroit Become Human. Then a couple months after that, you know what's coming is Spider-Man. Spider-Man's coming, B. Yo, I'm excited for Spider-Man. I'm excited for that game. The game looks great. Well, what do you have coming down the pipe for Xbox? Really? I mean, think about it. What do you have? State of Decay 2. I hope it's a good game. I hope it's really a good game. Don't know if it's going to be a system seller, but I hope the game is good because you Microsoft fans have been very loyal to this system, very loyal to this company. Why? I don't know why. I don't understand why you show this kind of loyalty to any kind of company that you pay money to play, pay money to be online, pay money to buy these games, but you this loyal to this company. I'm not loyal to Sony. I'm not loyal to Microsoft because they ain't giving me nothing. When I lay up in the hospital, they wasn't there. They didn't call me. They didn't check on me. They didn't care as long as they got their money for that, you know, the Xbox Live, and as long as they got the thing for the PSN network. These are companies, guys. I know y'all hear people preaching about this all the time on YouTube, but they're companies. So why show all this loyalty? But I honestly think you guys who really support Microsoft and support the Xbox brand, and I get it that you love Xbox. I get it. I understand. I understand the loyalty for Xbox. I can understand like my man Smash. I love Smash. I know why Smash loves the Xbox. When he been playing video games, and he's a grown man. That's crazy, man. I remember as a little kid, but I remember when he got his first Xbox 360. You know, most of all, me and him would play Call of Duty. Me, him, and Bubba, we play everything, play all kinds of games on the Xbox 360. And most of his friends and a lot of his relationships that he built up has been on the Xbox. So he really loves this Xbox. He loves that fan base. He loves the community for the Xbox. But I get it. I'm an old dude. So I grew up in the Atari, the Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis era. So I went back and forth to games. I have no loyalty towards them. I have no favoritism. Me, like I said, I love the PlayStation this generation. Last generation, I love the 360. But you fans, you primarily Xbox fans, y'all deserve better. You deserve better. You spend your money on these games. You spend your money on these consoles. You spend your money on the Xbox Live. You spend your money on these controllers. You help them reach their profit margins. And they shouldn't be giving you crap. You should be excited to play an Xbox game. You should be excited, like, yo, I can't wait to blank game comes out other than Forza. You know, Halo, Gears, and Forza. Halo, Gears, and Forza. Ain't that right, Kids Move? Halo, Gears, and Forza. Microsoft has done better, so much better in the past about putting out hits and putting out games and innovating this gaming market for this generation to be playing this much catch up. Yes, they did start off bad at the beginning of the generation. Nobody's not going to fault them for that with that Connect crap. You know, charging $100 more. But still, during that time, when, if y'all do remember, in the beginning of this new generation, the Xbox and the PlayStation was pretty much neck and neck. They were neck and neck. Then all of a sudden, man, I don't know what the hell happened to Microsoft. I really couldn't tell you. And it was like a blur to me. But now the biggest problem with Microsoft is the games. It's the games. And that's the funny thing about crap gaming. He was right in the beginning when he was making his argument for his propaganda. He said when there was no proof that the Xbox One X was going to come out, that the biggest difference between the Xbox and the PlayStation wasn't that much in power. It looked almost the same. It did look better on the PlayStation, the vanilla PlayStation. I ain't gonna front. It did. Games did look better. But it's all about the games. And Microsoft was dropping games. And all of a sudden, they're going away from these games. They really are promoting and trying to get ahead of the curve by doing its games as a service. Yeah, it's almost like the Microsoft gaming division. It's not like, it's almost like Microsoft want their gaming division to be like their PC division. In terms of they want their service on everybody's platform. So I'm wondering, because I remember I did a video on this. I said I don't think Microsoft want to make another console because it costs too much for research and development. I mean, these guys put millions of dollars in this to create a bigger and better console. But if you could put games, even Microsoft exclusive games, you can play it. When they say play anywhere, it doesn't just mean play on your PC. Could you imagine you could play Halo, or you could play Gears, you could play Forza, you could play them on your PlayStation? I mean, as a gamer, how would you feel? Me, I wouldn't care. Honestly, I don't care. I wouldn't care at all, period. Or could you imagine you playing games on your smart TV, on the newer smart TVs, like Sony did with some of their game with that PS streaming stuff? Their streaming stuff is terrible. But what I understand, Microsoft is way better, especially with that Game Pass. But could you imagine that Xbox only exclusive games can be played on a PlayStation or a Nintendo? How would you feel as a gamer? How would you feel? How would you feel as a gamer? And you put all your blood, sweat, and tears, all your money into getting this console, and basically you could have got you a PlayStation, or you could have got you a Nintendo Switch, because you're going to still be able to play Microsoft. I know that's future. That may happen, it may not happen. But it looked like that's what Phil Spencer wants to do. It looked like what Microsoft wants to do, which I can't blame him. Can't blame him. You think about this. Microsoft is doing very well in the United States of America and in the UK for selling systems, but the rest of the world, they're not doing so great. We're in a global economy. Okay, we're not just walled off and sectioned off. We're not an isolation country. It's a global market out there, baby. It's a global market. They want to get inside of everybody's home and get that money, which I can't blame them for that. But in the meantime, Microsoft should be developing great games. They can make gaming great again. That's what Microsoft should do, make gaming great again. Because I don't want to see Microsoft go out of business. I don't want to see Microsoft fail. I don't want to see Microsoft go away as like the way of Sega. I don't want to see that. Because you know why? If they do that, I mean, Sony's going to get super arrogant and they ain't going to give us nothing. But they're behind the kids. And guess what? We're going to have to become PC elitists. We're all going to have to get PCs. But seriously, though, I think the fan base for the Xbox, I think they're a great, loyal fan base. But I think the fan base itself, if you only thing you want to do is play on Xbox, then Xbox should give more to your fan base. They make enough money off you guys, off of all of us, to give us quality games. Give us games that you want. I keep hearing people saying they want Fable back. They should bring Fable back. Fable was a pretty cool game. I ain't gonna front. It was. I liked it. I thought it was imaginative. Bring it back. People clamoring for that game. Bring it back. Bring it back. It would be cool if you get Splinter Cell. I would like for it to be multi-plat, but if you get it this exclusive for the Xbox, that'd be great too. But Microsoft, again, like I said, Microsoft, I feel like it does owe the fan base. And the fan base, you shouldn't be scared to ask for this stuff. You should be timid. You shouldn't have to bow down to Phil Spencer or to Microsoft, period. And just take the crap that they give you. You have to vote with your wallet. You have to tell them, hey, look, B, Sea of Thieves was a good idea. Why didn't you go far enough with it? That seemed like Sea of Thieves seemed like it could have been a pretty cool concept. That's what I think it could have been. But they try to make it, like they said, they try to make it where everybody can get in. Everybody can be accessible to it. Everybody can enjoy it. Everybody can have fun. Everybody can play it. But for people who are hardcore, play these games a lot, once you got past, I guess, the Kraken with no body. Think about it. Kraken has no body, man. It has nothing but tentacles. That's yo, come on, man. You could have taken that concept so much further, and just really made something special out of that multiplayer game. You really could have. I don't have all the right answers for it, but that game could have been really, really special. But you got what you got. And I agree with Next Gen 720 when he said they don't have they don't know the identity of their market. Because it's almost like Microsoft wants to identify more with children's games. I know some people don't want to believe that, but it seems like I can see where Next Gen is coming with that. I understand that. I understand that because people don't always want to play kiddie games all the time or games that look kiddie. You want to play a little bit more mature games. You got mature gamers, people growing up with these games. Games want to grow up with you, but it's almost like Microsoft want to go back down to the preteen, maybe early teenage years of children playing games because they made so much money off of Minecraft. I still don't know how Minecraft made all that money. I was never interested in that, but it wasn't meant for me. But it seems like they're going back to that. But Microsoft used to be a real gritty, grimy, cutting edge. I mean, if you go look on YouTube, look at some of them old ad videos that Microsoft had when they were promoting the 360. Yo, they wouldn't even be suitable for TV now. You know what I'm saying? Because they showed a lady up there and she was pregnant and she was in labor, and they showed her having the baby, and the baby shot out her vagina and basically was flying across the world, but showing him getting older than all the way to his grave. But if you'd have seen the commercial, I didn't do it justice by describing it. But just go look up old Microsoft marketing commercials. You'll see what I'm talking about. Microsoft came in kicking ass and taking names. That's all they was doing. They said, yo, we're the new boys on the block. They were hungry. They were hungry to take over the number one spot. Well, I guess when they took over the number one spot, it's easy to become the king. But it takes a lot to stay the king. And I don't think they was hungry enough to stay the king. They barely got too fat. They got up there, they were going to tell you this is what we're doing. Everything's DRM. You got to be online 24 hours a day to check in to be able to play how I'm going to share my games. But see, all that stuff reversed when PlayStation was killing them. So now they got the best customer service out there. I guarantee it. I say the stuff that they're offering now, like if I was just getting into gaming, as much as I've been bashing the Xbox, if I never got into gaming, but if I was going to get into gaming, the Xbox would be the way to go, especially if you ain't got a lot of money. If you're going to buy an Xbox, get you an S or get the original, the OG, they still got it out there. It's probably what, $199? You got Game Pass, and you can go back and play all these games here. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. But if you're an experienced gamer, my man, then you need to jump on the PlayStation bandwagon. As Next Gen said, you got to go to the land of the rising sun. Sony is doing this thing, man. And also, I'm telling you, a lot of people, they knocked that Nintendo Switch. I got one. I was kind of knocking a little bit. Yo, the Nintendo Switch is okay. That thing is dope. That thing is dope. I was going through playing Bayonetta last night. Having crazy fun. I've been like, yo, I want to play that. And I throw in Legend of Zelda. I play it for a while. Play Mario Odyssey. Play that for a little while. But I'm saying it's like Nintendo and Sony is doing the thing, and it's like Microsoft is just scared to make a move. They're scared to make a move, but the fan base, the Xbox fan base, deserve better. Yeah, the fans deserve better. I know I keep saying it over and over, but you do, man. You do. You are very loyal fans. You support them. You do videos of them. You watch podcasts talk about nothing but pro Xbox. You deserve something for the time you're putting in. It's been 2 years, 3 years, maybe for a major release for somebody. You can say that I'm super excited. I know you might be excited for State of Decay that's coming out, but are you super excited? Like the people, like when that God of War came out, the reviews came out last week, Twitter just exploded. You know, the PlayStation fanboys going ham and throwing it all in Microsoft face and all this other stuff like that. And Black Baron didn't want to own up to that the review was going to be 95, so he had to buy him a PlayStation. But they were excited. The bottom line is the fan base is excited for God of War. They were excited for Horizon Zero Dawn, but that's a new IP. They didn't know how to really take it, but they found out, oh, the game's pretty good. And it looks good. I like this. I'm going to big it up. God of War, stable franchise. They're going to change up the whole game. Change up the gameplay and everything else. And they're excited. The fan base is excited. People are excited for a PlayStation. But I'm going to tell you guys like this. If you're a primary Xbox fan and you can afford it, just buy you a PlayStation and stop ripping it. You guys are missing out on good games. I heard K Mega talking about the reviews for God of War. He's not excited for God of War, but he's excited if there's he like Rise better than God of War. I get it, preferences, whatever, because they changed it. Didn't look like that. That's crazy. You're gonna miss out on an experience for could be a masterpiece game, could be a game defining genre game. We don't know. We actually didn't play. We're just going by what the reviews say. And you have a PlayStation 4, but you're not going to play it. Why? Oh, you don't want to be with the cool kids, right? You want to sit with the cool kids at the table. You just got to be different. Got to be you, right? We're going to hop on Sea of Thieves, right? And wait until State of Decay drops, right? That's crazy. Listen, instead of sitting there fighting the PlayStation or fighting Nintendo, why don't you go see, if you can afford it, go see what the hype is all about. Why don't you try it out? You might like them. You know, you might like them. And you're a gamer. You pay for all this stuff, man. Enjoy it. Enjoy playing these games. Enjoy playing all these games. If you can afford it. If you can't afford it, that's different. That's different. Especially the ones who can't afford it, only can choose one console. And you got an Xbox. Microsoft owes you better. They owe you better. But if you can, you got a PlayStation, or you just get you a PlayStation and play the games. I can see you right now. Some of the people could get in the game and they'll be like, I hate how this game plays so great. Man, God, man, why is it so visceral? They'll be mad playing the game because they enjoying the game. They mad that they enjoy the game. But it's crazy. You know, this gaming culture is crazy. I mean, people choose sides. Don't understand it. Don't understand it. Especially when you pay for it. I can see if Microsoft was giving you these games for free, or giving you your Xbox for free, or Sony was giving you a PlayStation for free. That'd be a bit different. But they ain't giving to you for free. You're paying for it, man. You're paying for it. Paying for it. And you mitigating your happiness that you could have in playing games. But I know everybody has different reasons for playing whatever game. I get it. I understand that. You know, you play your preferred platform. But damn, you don't play another platform or hate another platform because of what? It's kind of blind loyalty. Doesn't make any sense. Just does not make any sense at all, period. But that's how I see it. And I still think, once again, that Microsoft, you fan base, you deserve better. You know, you really do deserve better for that. You know. Well, I ain't gonna keep it all up too long. We'll talk about my excitement for God of War. Yo, I am crazy excited for God of War, as you could tell in my earlier rant, my earlier talking points. God of War is almost here, and I can't wait to play this game. Yo, I played all 1, 2, and 3. 3 was my favorite. They said 2 was the best of the bunch, but I like 3 because I guess of the visceral combat. I remember when I went back and played it again and beat it again, I didn't realize how short that game was. But the production value and the payoff was outstanding. The ending was kind of ambiguous, but overall, it was a satisfying game. And this new game is like people like to say, is Dad of War. Dad of War, they're trying to, but that's okay with the Norse mythology. So who knows? If we saw Hercules from the Greek mythology, we might see Thor and Loki from this Norse mythology. Might see Kratos fighting Lore and Thor and Loki and what's the dude name? Uh, their pops, whoever their pops name is. You might be able to fight him too. Think about that, man. That's gonna be crazy. I like the way they brought the camera up for the third person point of view. It's gonna the combat look like it's gonna be more visceral. I know they said it was slowed down from what it was. You know, most of the time it was combo fest with God of War. That's why I loved it back then, playing that gameplay like that, and also playing Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden 2 is like my favorite Ninja Gaiden game of all time. It used to be the old Ninja Gaiden games from the NES days, but Ninja Gaiden 2 on the Xbox 360 was my game. I loved that game. I loved playing it. It was hard. It was ridiculous. The story didn't make no sense, but it was just fun to play. But this new God of War looks spectacular. And it's semi open world, not really an open world, just big places to explore. I can't wait to play it. I can't wait to play it multiple times. I hope that I love this game as much as I love Metal Gear Solid 4. That was a game that I played multiple times. I want to play this God of War game multiple times. It's like I did God of War 3. I want to play it multiple times and go through it and beat them. But I'm really excited for it. Get that game. I have it pre-downloaded or whatever that thing called. I think I'm going to stream it the night of, even though I have to work the next day. I think I'll do that for a couple hours. No, I won't have to work the next day. I have to do my treatment, but still, I think I'll stream it for a couple hours and come back home and stream it again. So Friday he didn't get here fast enough. Cause I'm excited. I'm stoked. It's been a while since I've really been stoked for a game. And this one here, it's got me really stoked. I was stoked last year for Horizon Zero Dawn, and I was really stoked for Uncharted 4. But this God of War, man, I think because I've had a history with it, I still remember playing it on the PlayStation 2. Yo, I remember that first time I ever played God of War, I was like, what is this? What is this? Oh wow! Do you remember? Yo, you remember the first time they had the sex scene in there? This blew my mind the first time I saw that. I said, "Oh wow, they put all this in the game." It's crazy, but the Greek mythology the storytelling was immaculate. The story on the revenge angle and how this all was all messed up. You felt sorry for Kratos because you knew what he was trying to do as a man and how he got betrayed and killed his family. Yo, you can understand why this man was mad. You can understand why he didn't like anything. It's like he just woke up mad. You can feel that. But it was a great game. And I think God of War going to this new direction and on the new hardware for this new generation and introducing this to a lot of people, I think they're going to really enjoy this. I'm hoping that I really enjoy this game. I hope that it does live up to the hype. I hope that it does. But inevitably, there's going to be some people who are going to do YouTube videos who are going to say that God of War sucks. It's not as good as they said in the reviews. They just hyped up for Sony. Whatever. If a review comes out a week before the game releases, usually that's a very good sign. That's a very good sign that that game is good. If you don't get a review day of or the day before the game is released, usually those games aren't that good. But if they release a review a week out, it must be an outstanding and amazing game. So God of War, man, is almost here. The 20th is almost here. Like, Kratos is back with a badass axe and his son. Yo, I just can't wait to see how the story unfolds. I I kind of stopped watching some of the reviews because I don't want to get spoiled. Because somebody's out there in YouTube land is spoiling the game already, or somebody on the internet is already spoiling the game. So I don't want to be spoiled for this game at all. So just can't wait. I hope you guys are excited. If you guys are an Xbox fan, this would be a good time to buy your PlayStation, especially if they're on sale for like $199. Get you a regular PlayStation. They say it runs really well on that, and it is 1080p. Get you an Xbox. I mean, get you a PlayStation. Play it. Shoot, play it. Enjoy it, man. Just sit there, play the game, and enjoy playing the game. Who knows? It might be something else on PlayStation you might like. You never know. It might change life. You might be like, what have I been missing? Why is Microsoft only giving me this and I can get this on PlayStation? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But but yeah, I'm excited for God of War. And I hope you guys are excited too. Well, anyway, I'm finna get ready to get off this thing here. And sit back, get ready to eat some more dinner before I go to bed, call it a night. God darn Siri. Come on, Siri. But I appreciate you guys rocking out with me. If you guys watch on the rebroadcast, I appreciate you watching it. Guys, if you're new, go ahead and hit that sub button. If you're old, hit that like button. If you're new and old, hit that like button. Share it with your friends, your grandmas, your grandpops, your moms, your pops, your dad. Your moms, your pops, your daughter, your granddaughter, all of them. Share it with everybody. Your sons, all of them. Share it with your whole family. Get the word out so we can get this podcast going and going bigger. But it's your boy King Bean, and I'll holler at you dudes later, man. Y'all have a good one. And I'll holler at you dudes later, man. One love. Peace.